we go again. It's PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium time again, as more games are stuffed into your catalogue, and while you're not looking, 9 games are going to be removed too. In fact, more games are leaving this month than arriving. Yikes. Let's go through all the games that are coming and going on April 15th. There is one game that drops sooner, and that's where we'll start. Hello there, I'm Adamaru. Please drop me a like, and let's crack on with the games. On Extra this month, we have Blue Prince dropping on April 10th. That's tomorrow if you're watching this video as I release it. And get this, right now it's the highest rated game of the year, with a 92 on Metacritic as reviewers loved it. Blue Prince is essentially an escape room style puzzle game, but instead of getting out, we're trying to find the elusive room 46. If we do locate it, we get to keep the mansion we stand in. Sounds simple, but things are not as they seem, as each room is a puzzle within itself, and each door could lead absolutely anywhere. As every evening, the mansion resets and changes the position of all 45 rooms. It's up to us to learn from every run through this living maze, as new mysteries are added daily, layering on the last. And puzzles can be spread between rooms, testing your memory and problem-solving skills. In some reviews, they say there is well over 100 hours of content after finishing the game. Wow. If Blue Prince sounds like a game you'd like to try, it arrives tomorrow on Thursday, April 10th. Game 2 is Hogwarts Legacy, the game that turns us into a Harry Potter character years before he existed. This RPG is really good, and that's coming from a guy who hasn't seen the movies or cares much about wizardry. Just walking around this building and watching ghosts float by or paintings come to life is pretty awe-inspiring if I'm honest. We create a character and become a student and must attend lessons to improve our abilities. And then when we aren't at school, we can take flight in this open world, which is jam-packed with references to the books and the movies, and has enough unique mission designs to keep you on your toes. There's a wand duel which is literally played upside down, while smaller missions have us breaking curfew and staying out of the way of security staff at night. Even the house we choose to join has unique missions the other houses don't get. I can already tell you are a Slytherin. Oh, we also have our own room to decorate and like a field of animals to manage. Hogwarts Legacy is absolutely packed with things to do, including casually using the killing curse of Avada. Professional reviewers' scores are all over the place on this one, mainly due to the Harry Potter author's position on things, and of course hate breeds hate. That said, on OpenCritic it's at 90%, so definitely a great game. Next, we have the return of Bloom and Rage in Tape 2 of Lost Records. If you remember back a couple of months, we were given Tape 1 of this tale, which is very much in keeping with how Life is Strange tells a story. We explore small areas, finding items and triggering dialogue trees, and then the decisions we make can help or hinder us later on. The first tape ended on a bombshell, and Tape 2 looks to be going into the retro supernatural kind of vibes like Stranger Things, as this is set in the 1990s with a camcorder in hand filming our journey. While in the present day, a mysterious package has shown up for the older versions of our would-be heroes. Little things like naming our cat literally changes how it looks in-game, and silly things you notice can become a part of the story if you choose so. The first tape is already on PS Plus Extra, with the finale coming in Tape 2 arriving on April 15th. Sports fans, we have golf now! EA Sports PGA Tour on the PS5. Released in 2023, the rhythm of performing the perfect golf swing has changed from previous years to be more akin to a real-life club swing, but with your thumbs instead. They call this Pure Strike, and there's 20 shot types which are represented with 1,300 variations. The info from each swing is immediately seen on screen, which is great for people who want to analyse their flaws and constantly improve. Play well enough and invites to the Pro Tour will roll in, and all the major trophies are yours to fight for. And there's also a ton of cosmetic items to win wearing whatever you like. Hot pink is definitely your colour. EA Sports PGA Tour average review score is a smidge under 7.5 out of 10. Then we have PlateUp. Essentially, this is a food serving game kinda like Overcooked, but in PlateUp we gradually and painstakingly upgrade our restaurant day after day to bring in more customers. And with more people eating our food, we need more chefs and more complex meals, and suddenly your kitchen's on fire again. Wait, so PlateUp is essentially a roguelike too. It's also a multiplayer or single player game if you don't like people. Reviewers say this is a 7 out of 10 experience. Hey look, we got through 5 games before a game arrived with a gun, and it's Battlefield 1 from 2016. The military shooter that has had many ups and downs over the years, this one takes us back to World War I, and therefore all the gear we use is from that era. From the planes to the tanks to the brutal trench warfare. The usual game modes are all here, like Rush, as one army defends and another constantly pushes forward. There's Conquest, which is objective based as teams rotate, grabbing and holding points. And also game modes just for the vehicles, like aerial dogfighting. All in all, it's a great game rated just under 9 out of 10, which is now 9 years old. At this point, I usually recommend a game that you may have missed in the catalogue, but this time, it's an entire franchise. As the next Doom game, Dark Ages, drops in May, it's a good time to jump back into that series. The thing is, there are 6 Doom games to choose from across Extra and Premium. On the PS5, we have Doom Eternal, which follows the events of the reboot of Doom, which is also on PS Plus Extra. You know Doom, it's ultra-violent as a one-man army takes on the minions of hell alongside a really good soundtrack. And there's more Doom should you want it in Premium, with classic versions of the 90s trilogy, and even the Nintendo 64 version is here. Long story short, there's a lot of Doom games on PS Plus. Alas, it's time to say goodbye to 9 games leaving on April 15th, giving you less than a week to finish any you may have started before they become locked. Kena Bridge of Spirits, the Zelda-inspired third-person action game, sees Kena and her beloved Rot companions leave PS Plus Extra. Also going is one of the most loved indie titles of 2024, Animal Well, the retro Metroidvania outing made by a single person. And also leaving is the deck-building game Slay the Spire. Action platformer Tales of Kenzera Zao is going after a year, and the frankly brilliant Disco Elysium Final Cut edition also goes on April 15th. And there is more. Deliver Us Mars, the astronautical exploration game, is going, as is Miasma Chronicles and Stray Blade. Oh, and the freaky noir play with your food thing, which I honestly have no idea how to summarize, is going. It's so strange. All 9 of these games will be gone at about midday on Tuesday, April 15th, so finish what you can. Over to PlayStation Plus Premium now, and the Classics catalogue will see 2 games added this week. Alone in the Dark 2 comes to both PS4 and PS5. It's the sequel to the awe-inspiring original survival horror game from the 90s, and this time Edward dives into another mystery, and you must try and survive until he can solve it. Also coming to Premium is War of the Monster, a fighting game where we embody our own giant mutant and smash a city beneath our feet as we scrap against robots and aliens. The OG game released in 2003 and should look considerably better than the footage you're looking at right now. So, only 8 games added this month, which is the lowest ever I believe, with 9 going the other way and leaving. What are your thoughts on this, and what are your thoughts on PS Plus Extra and Premium in general? I'm Adam, you're awesome, it's been a pleasure, see ya!